that.
I remember George telling a story of the camp counselor a while back.
I thought I remembered that, too.
That's why.
George, where did you go to summer camp?
At Lake Arrowhead in Southern California, Los Angeles.
Am I right in saying that most Asians, young Asians, do not go to summer camp?
No, we do.
He was there with a bunch of Jews.
It was a mixed summer camp.
Were there other Asians there, or were you the only other Asian gentleman?
There were other Asians there.
How old were you at the time?
I was 13 there.
And you, you blew your counselor?
No, I was very young.
Yes.
And
13 is young,
and
yes.
he was an older teenager. He was a camp counselor.
19, would you say?
He was about 18 or 19, yeah. And he was experienced.
Yes.
And we each had cabins, and he was the counselor in my cabin.
He could tell that you were a gay man? Was it evident at 13?
No, it wasn't.
No.
But
were you sure at that point you were gay?
No, I was not sure.
Right.
But you liked the camp counselor?
I liked him. He was blonde.
Oh.
He had... I still remember the blonde forearm.
Oh, my God. Where did it go?
Are you feeling uncomfortable?
You said you were comfortable sitting next to a gay guy.
Yes, I am very comfortable.
Well, yeah, and I've been comfortable sitting next to a straight guy all my life.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, it's... You may have been sitting next to a gay guy many, many times and not known it.
You're right.
Here you know it.
I hope not.
So go on. You remember the blonde forearm?
Yes.
And how did he seduce you?
Well, he started touching me and
wait a minute. Did he came into your cabin?
Yes.
You two were alone?
Yes.
He sits down next to you on the bed?
Yes.
How were you alone at summer camp?
We were in the cabin.
And where were the boys? Where were the other boys?
They were off hiking or something.
Doing
something was
little
happening.
boy things.
Somehow you managed to stay behind.
Yes.
Do you think subconsciously you stayed behind because you wanted to be alone with him?
No. There was some kind of reason why I had to be there, and he was.
You were on your period?
He was going to teach me something.
Oh, right. Yes, he was.
And you sat there, and he touched you, and did you feel molested in a way?
What?
Were you molested in a sense because you were 13?
Because I was kind of. I thought he was pretty attractive.
Right.
And he was.
And you wanted to know why you felt this way.
Yes.
Today's lesson, how to turn a blonde arm brown.
Now, wait a minute. What does he do? So he starts touching you how?
I don't know if I need to hear all
No,
that.
I mean, does he put a hand on your knee, or does he put his arm around your shoulder?
Around my shoulders, and then,
He blew you.
Then he started, touching the private parts. And,
was he gazing into your eyes the whole time? Was he saying anything?
Oh, yeah, he was telling me about, how
he's gay.
Works.
And what did he do? Did he perform oral sex on you?
It was a hand job.
Hand job, yeah. Right.
But did he, any kissing?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, sure. Well, who wants a hand job without kissing?
I don't know how these things work.
And did you have multiple affairs with him during the summer? Was one of many liaisons?
You're not quite sure. It was both wonderful and scary and kind of intimidating and delightful.
Okay.
I mean, all those opposites,
Right.
And
were you pining away for him all summer?
Well, that occasion never occurred. Mm-hmm. But it was... there was an element of scariness at the same time because you're very young and, the whole thing is... Do you
think he was worried you would tell other people?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Had you had an orgasm before?
No, that was the first time.
Wow.
First time.
So that is scary.
Yeah, that was...
Did you beat off the rest of the summer?
No. Yes, it was back home, not at camp.
And he was your only one that summer?
He was the only one.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't share this information with anybody else?
I didn't share it with anybody else until... this morning when Sal's mind is... I hadn't thought of that for a long, long time, and he dredged that out of me.
Yeah.
Is the scene in the documentary where you're talking about your first experience with another man, when you were talking, it was at summer camp, and it was with a counselor.
Right.
And you Talk about
an older man.
An older. How much older was he?
19 years old.
And how old were you?
I was 14.
It's very thrilling, I guess.
Yeah, he was a cougar.
Yeah. But what you say is, at the time it was awkward, it was uncomfortable, it was your first time, whatever. But
scary,
but
delicious.
That's the word. You said I'd go back now and just remember the delicious parts. So you still think back to that 19-year-old guy when you were 14, and it's exciting to you?
You know, it's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I remembered him vividly. I hadn't seen him after summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
About
very muscular guy.
Muscular.
Yeah.
Blonde. Very toned.
Yeah.
And what particularly was exciting was he had blonde forearm hair, and he was tan. You know, that glistened.
Okay.
That's when what caught my eye when I first saw him.
Right.
He had his T-shirt on, but you can see that he had great pectorals. You know? The T-shirt was tight.
Yes.
And then to see it off, and his whole gorgeous body.
Very exciting.
And Adonis, yeah. But I hadn't seen him after summer camp for like about 15 years. And I was watching the late night news, and one of those people I recognized.
Instantly.
It was him. But now he was not an Adonis.
Oh, no.
And I was so shattered.
Yeah, distraught by this.
You know, he was the one.
Yeah.
The first one.
Right. That sounds like you did very well for yourself to start. So did having a guy that was this wonderful, did that screw you up for a while from other dudes? Because I would imagine a 14-year-old guy, like if I was 14 and I was with a 19-year-old developed hot chick, I couldn't go back to 14-year-old girls after that, right?
No, I did not.
You didn't?
No.
And that was a clip from the doc when you had your first, when you got your cherry pop, basically.
It wasn't popped. It exploded.
I love it.
Wow. What did your parents say?
Oh, they didn't know about it.
Oh, they didn't? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You think I'd tell?
No, yeah.
Daddy, Mommy, you know what happened at summer camp?
Yeah.
I had an explosive feeling.
Okay, great, good. So,
and you sat there and he touched you, and did you feel molested in a way?
What?
Were you molested in a sense because you were 13?
Because I was kind of willing. You know, I thought he was pretty attractive.
Right.
And he was.
And you wanted to know why you felt this way.
Yes.
Did you feel molested in a way?
What?
Were you molested in a sense because you were 13?
Because I was kind of willing. You know, I thought he was pretty attractive.
Right. Were you molested in a sense because you were 13?
Because I was kind of willing. You know, I thought he was pretty attractive.